I've been thinking about buying a water carbonator for quite a while now. The whole family loves fizzy water. I've been all over the internet, read loads and loads of reviews. This one scores pretty highly. So I decided to take the plunge and buy one. I got mine from John Lewis in the UK. It cost me £179. You're also going to need some gas to fizz it. There are lots of different brands out there, lots of different prices. But I went for the SodaStream. One cylinder will make you about 60 litres of fizz. It's surprising how quickly that gets drunk if your family likes fizzy water like mine does. It's well worth having a spare one of these. They're going to cost you £22.99, £12.99 for the gas refill and £10 as a deposit. So when you're ready to reorder, they send you the new bottles, you send them the old ones back with a prepaid label, and you then get your £10 deposit back on each bottle. Okay, I'm just going to get this unpacked now, see what's in the box. Hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to assemble. And in a few minutes, with any luck, we'll be having some lovely fizzy water. Depending on how fizzy you like your water, you can press this 1, 2 or 3 times, or even more if you want. Once will give you lightly carbonated, twice will give you really carbonated, and 3 will be quite aggressive fizz. The carbonation process is much more effective if the water's chilled, so we keep 1 bottle of fresh water in the fridge, and we bought a spare bottle just so we can have one on tap with fizzy water in it. Okay, I'm going to try the carbonation just with 1 press to see what the fizz is like. When you hear that hiss at the end, that's the gas releasing. If you do want to use it and have it extra fizzy, you don't fully release the lever back before you give it a second draft of the gas. That saves you quite a lot of gas. So let's see what this is like. It never really looks very fizzy when it's in the bottle on the machine, but you'll see it fizzes quite nicely when we pour it into the glass. Doesn't look very sparkly. You can see some bubbles in there. And it is carbonated, but it's nowhere near enough for me. So I'm going to give that a second blast and see how that works out. Okay, I've changed the water. That's fresh water, not quite as cold as it was before. I'm going to give it 2 long blasts of gas, see how that works out. Here we go. That's a 2 pressure. You can see that slightly fizzing in the bottle this time. can see that's got a lovely fizz on it now. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect for me anyway. I suppose if you've got kids, they might like one blast. I like mine really fizzy, so 2 blasts, brilliant. So 2 presses are just right for me, but in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm going to try 3 presses just to see how fizzy it really gets. Well, I press it down 3 times. Nah, it's really fizzy. So as you'd expect, that turned out really fizzy, probably a bit too fizzy for me. But it's going to be ideal if you're going to put it in a cordial or add other flavours to it. One of the great things about the carbonator too is that it's totally portable. You can take it outside if you're having a barbecue, you can have it on a bar if you're having a party, or you can even have it on the dining table. Unlike some of the high-end soda streams, this doesn't need to be plugged into an electrical socket, so there's no trailing wires, you can literally take it wherever you want to. You're probably wondering whether it's more expensive to fizz your own water or buy it from a supermarket, so let's just take a quick look at the numbers. I used to buy my sparkling water from Tesco's, and believe it or not, these 2 litre bottles only cost 17 pence. It's not just Tesco either, most of the supermarkets will do similar offers. The gas cylinder for the carbonator costs £12.99 and that will make you 60 litres. That works out around 21 pence a litre. Compare that to the 8.5 pence per litre we're getting from the supermarket fizz, it's more than twice the price. When we're talking about price, there are some other things that we need to take into account as well. Firstly, there's a massive cost to the environment. Not only do we have to make the plastic bottles in the first place and maybe recycle them, we also have to transport thousands of tonnes of water around the country by road or rail. The environmental impact of the carbonator is pretty negligible. One simple cylinder which can be easily and cheaply refilled will make 60 litres of fizz. That's 30 bottles of this. Secondly, lots of people say that drinking water, especially fizzy water, that's been in a plastic bottle for a long time is not a great idea. There is a possibility that chemicals from the plastic can leach into the water. Thirdly, it's much nicer and more convenient to have a gas cylinder on standby and to be able to have fizzy water whenever you want. Fourthly, you don't have to fill up your supermarket trolley and carry it all the way home again. And lastly, you can fizz just as much water as you want. If you're anything like me, these are great to start with. If you drink half of it, it's really fizzy. The rest of it goes flat and it just sits in the fridge for ages. The machine itself is really sturdy, beautifully finished chrome, stainless steel. You can even get copper finishes and it feels really durable. This Pro Pure water filter is supposed to take all the nasty chemicals out of your water. If you want to see my full review, click the link on the screen now. If there's anything I could change about the carbonator too, it would be to make it a little bit cheaper. £179, it's quite a lot of money, but then I suppose you pay for quality. It's beautifully made, really solid. In total, I'll score this a 9.5 out of 10. If you already own the carbonator too, please put your comments in the section below and let people know what you think about it. If you like the video, please click the like button, and if you subscribe to my channel, you get lots of great content. Cheers. This Pro Pure water filter is supposed to take all the nasty chemicals. B. B. This Pro Pure water filter is supposed to take all the nasty chemicals out of your water. If you want to click the link on the screen now, you can see my full review. Hi folks, the judgment is in. This is the best water carbonate you can buy for the money. It's made by Aarke. It's made by Aarke, a lovely